how y'all doing, everybody? Welcome to BWNC TV, where we talk about real topics. Please subscribe to us. Now let's get on with the show. Yo, what up, y'all? This is Bailey Panama, man. Back at you guys again, man, with another one. All right, man. So I came across this this exchange of words between Gervonta Davis and Claressa Shields, man. I rock with both of them. You know what I mean? I support both of these athletes, man. They're very good athletes. You know what I mean? I kind of agree with Gervonta Davis on this one, man. When he says a lot of dick riders on this sport, man, on this boxing sport. He stated that when a real boxer lose, people tend to clown them and get on their case about it, and and tease them about it, and make fun of them, but when Jake Paul lost, you had people kind of was sympathetic towards Jake Paul, like Claressa Shields, Claressa Shields, she was kind of sympathetic about it and everything like that, and that's why Gervonta Davis put out that tweet. He was calling a lot of people in the boxing industry kind of fake, man. But it was two people that were in agreement. It was Davis and it was other boxer. I forgot his name. They were both saying the same thing. How they give it Jake Paul this fake love. When he lost, but I kind of agree with that. Because when Jake Paul fights his opponents, man, he clowns them. He act the fool. He would try to embarrass you, man, really hard, man. He'll disrespect you and everything. So I kind of find it hard to believe that Claressa Shield will kind of be, was kind of light on Jake Paul when he lost. Yeah, man. I'm not really with that because Jake Paul at the end of the day was the biggest trash talker in the entire social media verse, man. Yeah, man, this guy is the biggest. He talked more trash than Mayweather. And come on now, who in the hell talks more trash than Mayweather, man? Jake Paul, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. So, Claressa Shields, she's a good boxer, man. She got a lot of confidence in herself, man. A lot of confidence to the point where she said she could beat Keith Thurman, and she said she could beat possibly Porter. I don't know if she was high that day, man, or what, man. And she also said that she could beat Jake Paul. Now let me tell y'all, man. I don't really rock with Jake Paul like that, man. But I don't think that I know that Claressa Shields can beat Jake Paul. She cannot beat Thurman, and she cannot beat what's his name, Porter, man. Those guys bench more than she does, man, and I think they're a little bit bigger than she is. They're stronger, they're faster. Jake Paul, being a beginner in this boxing sports, he packs a lot of power at 185, man. I think the biggest that Claressa ever fought was at 170. So I don't know where this Xena warrior princess mentality came from, man. I think she watched too much Wakanda movies. I think she watched that movie what's that, The Woman King. Yeah, Woman King, man. And she felt inspired by that movie. You know what I mean? When the movie got done, she in her mind, she thinks that she can beat men in the same profession that she in. That's why they separate females from males, man, when it comes to the same sports that they do. They even tried it. They had this kickboxer female, man. I should have did because I'm just going off top of my information on my head, man, because there was this female kickboxer, man. She was really good, man. She was beating a lot of females up, and then she got so confident that she wanted to fight a male kickboxer. You know what I mean? And and this guy, this male kickboxer, man, he was a multi-fight. He studied Muay Thai. You know what I mean? And he was a beginner. He wasn't like the biggest kickboxer star. He wasn't like the best of the best. He was just a beginner novice, and she was in her elite level. Okay, so they put her against those two. They had her fight against this beginner Muay Thai male fighter, and come to find out that she got beat badly, man, by a male that doesn't even have that many belts like that, man. He was just, he's a fighter, but he wasn't like a top level fighter like that. You know what I mean? And she was, and she got beat bad. You know what I mean? And there was another case too where you had this transgender female that was trying the UFC. She was fighting in the mixed martial arts, and I'm gonna call her she. It was a he she. It was a he she. You know what I mean? It was a male. Claiming to be a female fighting with women, and I don't know why they allowed it, but I think that was the last time they ever allowed it, because she beat one female so bad that he cracked her skull. Okay, guys, he cracked her skull. So I can respect Claressa Shields' confident, man. I mean, I respect it, but I'd say it to her face, man. I mean, you cannot listen, Claressa. I rock with you. I even follow you on Instagram. You know what I mean? I follow you on IG, and I think I follow you on Facebook too. You know what I mean? You done a lot of great things for female boxing and everything like that, man. Stay in your feminine, stay in your gender, man. Like the man that you claim that you beat. There are men out there that can't fight. You know what I mean? A man beat up men. It's okay. Man beat up men. So of course you're gonna have women that can throw hands, beat up men because they don't fight. Somebody don't even care to fight. You know what I mean? So the man that you beat up in your sparring session or whatever, man, they either took it easy on you, or they didn't want to hurt you, or they just couldn't fight. You know what I'm saying? But a dude that can really fight will put you down, man. A guy that don't have any Olympic medals, don't have any championship belts, they will put your ass down. You know what I'm saying? For example, like Jake Paul. When you was fighting, when Claressa Shields was fighting Marshall, man, she really didn't hurt her, man. You know what I mean? She didn't hurt Marshall at all. And that's a female. So what makes Claressa think that she can hurt Jake Paul in the ring? If you didn't knock out, if she couldn't knock out Marshall in the ring, she couldn't even knock her out. She hit her with some good hits, but it didn't rock her. She didn't rock Marshall. I'm glad that Claressa won, but she did not rock Marshall, man. She was standing face to face through the whole rounds, and that's just a female. Now Jake Paul packs a lot of muscle in his weight. He fights at 184. I think the heaviest Claressa Shields fought is 170. Even if Jake Paul was to go down in that weight, he packs a lot. He's okay. Listen, man, he's a male, man. Anyway, man. I respect everything Claressa Shields done, man. But she cannot beat Jake Paul. She would never be able to beat Thurman. She cannot beat Porter, man. No elite males. She can't beat Madonna. She can't beat. Listen, Claressa, man. Listen, you've done a lot of good things in the sports, man. Keep it that way. Stay with women boxing. Keep your beef with women. You know what I mean? Even calling Gervonta Davis little man. You know what I mean? Because you didn't like the way he responded to all the dick riders that were sympathizing with Jake Paul when he lost, so you're going to go ahead and call him little man. Like, that's like kind of throwing shots, like being passive aggressive. Gervonta will beat your ass, man. Yeah, Gervonta will beat Claressa Shields' ass, man, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, so at the end of the day, man, I respect both of these fighters, man. I respect both of these fighters, you know what I mean? But Jake Paul deserved to get clowned. He deserved to get clowned, man. I'm glad he lost, man. I'm so happy he lost. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. And I wish he would call out more real fighters. See, he was supposed to fight Rahman. It's a good thing he didn't fight Rahman, man, because if he would have fought Rahman, Jake Paul would have got his ass beat, man, bad, man, because even with Tommy, man, Tommy, Tommy, even though he won the fight, man, he gave him problems, man, that fight. Tommy Fury gave him a lot of problems in that fight, man. But imagine if he was to fight Rahman. I'm thinking that Jake Paul did not want to fight Rahman at all. He didn't want to fight him, man. So they kept a lot of shit in the contract to try to avoid a fight with Rahman, man, because he knew better. You know what I mean? And that's the next fight that Jake Paul should be looking to, is to fight Rahman, man, because I felt like he ran from that fight, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so because Rodman said he will fight Jake Paul for free. Shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, that's my thought on that, man. So now let's talk about Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Okay, so now as you guys know, Jake Paul got his ass beat. You know what I mean? As he should, because he do a lot of talking in the sports, man. You know what I mean? I will give him credit. I'm not a hater like that, man. I'm not biased or nothing like that. I'm gonna give him credit, man, for beating some MMA guys, but they're MMA guys, man. They don't box. You know what I mean? They didn't grow up boxing. They didn't take any classes on boxing and things. They mixed martial arts people. That means that they use their hands, legs, knees, elbows, head, everything, man. Toes, fingers, whatever, man. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, yeah, man. So he got beat, man. Finally, man. I knew his defeat was gonna come sooner or later, man. I just, it was just been a long time coming. I felt like Tyron Woodley should have ended his boxing career, but everybody's saying that Tyron Woodley took a dive. I don't know. Probably not. You know what I mean? Because they don't pay that much in the UFC. So this was probably one of his biggest payday. Fighting Jake Paul twice. So I was kind of disappointed that Tyron Woodley lost that fight. He's a very explosive fighter, man. So I don't understand how he even lost the fight, but he lost, man. So it is what it is, man. But anyway, but yeah, so Tommy Fury, man, he's a decent boxer. He's a real boxer. Grew up boxing. Won a couple of matches and even got a WC belt. You know what I mean? So Jake Paul, in his imaginary mind, felt like he could beat this boxer. And I see why Jake Paul declined the Rahman fight. Rahman was taller. He was, he was a bigger guy, and Tommy Fury was. I think he's about an inch shorter than Jake. But they're both the same size. And look at the problem that Tommy Fury gave Jake Paul. Can you imagine Jake Paul fighting Rahman? Now Rahman would have destroyed him. Yeah, man, Rahman would have destroyed him, man. And and if Jake Paul were to redeem himself, man, I feel like he should fight Rahman next and then get the rematch with Tommy Fury. That's what I think. You know what I mean? Because now you gotta earn your way back to I feel like he gotta earn his way. He gotta earn his rematch. Yeah, that's how I feel. And so the rematch, I think it's gonna be a boring fight. It's gonna be the same result. Tommy Fury's this time he really gotta beat his ass. You know what I mean? There's nothing Jake Paul can do about the rematch. You know what I mean? Because this was just a test to see where Jake Paul is at that moment. So you could best believe they're gonna review the tape. They're gonna make a lot of changes. Jake Paul too. You know what I mean? He's gonna make a lot of changes too. On the rematch, but I feel like Tommy Fury's got to come back even better than his first fight, because now he's got to look at the footage. He's got to make some adjustments. You know what I mean? He's got to sharpen up his jab. Probably hit him with more power shots. So so Jake Paul's in real big trouble, man, on the rematch, and I hope that on the rematch that Tommy Fury knocks him out, man. They need to put him away, man. You know what I mean? And he needs to stick with fighting retired old MMA fighters and YouTubers. You know what I mean? KRS. Okay, I think it's what's, man, I forgot that guy that fought Logan Paul, man. KRS something, whatever, something like that. He beat up Logan twice. You know what I mean? And Jake Paul should be asking for a fight against the guy that beat up his brother twice in a row. You know what I mean? He should be trying to look for that fight. You know what I mean? And avenge his brothers. His brothers lost. You know what I mean? So that's what he should be focusing on, really. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So I'm not really looking forward to the rematch, man. It's gonna be another loss for Jake Paul on that one. I'm not being no hater or nothing like that, man. I just know that Jake Paul cannot box, man. You know what I mean? Is he an improved boxer as a beginner? Yes. You know what I mean? He definitely possessed the basic skills, man, to pretty much hang with any boxer in the ring. You know what I mean? I think he's just so y'all won't think that I'm being biased or being a hater, man. I believe that he can actually hang with Canelo for about 2 rounds. 2 to 3 rounds. You know what I mean? I feel like he could. I think that he could hang with Madonna for about 1 or 2 rounds. You know what I mean? So I'm not. You know. So I give him that. I feel like he got enough defense capability to last about 3 rounds with those top fighters, man. You know what I mean? So I ain't no hater or nothing like that. But he definitely not. He definitely can beat Canelo. And he definitely cannot beat Madonna. You know what I mean? But he could hang. He will be able to hang for about. I'll give him 4 rounds. You know what? Let's give him 5, man. I'll give him 5 rounds, man. I feel like he could probably hang with Canelo and Madonna for about 5 rounds. And the reason I picked Madonna, man, maybe because Madonna, man, when he beat up Adrian Bonner, he shocked me. You know what I mean? That Mexican, that guy, I think he's from Argentina, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he's from Argentina or Mexico. I'm not sure. But anyway, so man, you know, he's a very unorthodox fighter, man. You don't know where his punch is gonna be thrown at. He throws his jabs awkwardly, and he catches you, man, on the blind side. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he's Madonna, man. Madonna is one of my best. He's one of my favorite fighters, man. One of my best boxers. I put him up there because the way he performed against Mayweather and Madonna, man. You know what I mean? That's how I came to know him, fighting Bronner. You know what I mean? And the way, and then not only that, but he earned Mayweather a rematch. He earned a rematch. You know, Mayweather thought he was good enough for a rematch. So that's why I feel like Madonna is a good top elite fighter, man. And I wish he would come back, man. Man, the last time I seen him, man, he had a chubby picture. He was a little chubby, man. You know what I mean? He enjoying that money, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, yeah, Madonna is a very great fighter, man. And since Jake Paul like to call out retired people, you know, retired fighters that haven't fought in a while, call out Madonna, man. And see how that goes, man. Call out Madonna, man. Yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. Call him out, man. Yeah, once you ask for a fight for Madonna, man. Yeah, Madonna would love to take that fight, man. Trust me, he would. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Jake Paul, man, come on. I know you're listening, man, because it's the biggest YouTube channel in the world, man. You know what I mean? Listen, get that Madonna versus Jake Paul match, man. Come on, man. I will put up some money on that fight, man. I will sponsor it, man. I only got $5 in my pocket. You hear me? Anyway, y'all, man, this Bailey Panama, man. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy, man. Oh, as a matter of fact, man, I need you guys to please subscribe, man. Subscribe to the channel, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel, like, share, comment, you know, put likes on it too. You know what I mean? But most importantly, man, I need you guys to subscribe, man. I'm almost at 1,000. Please support a brother. You know what I mean? Shoots, man. Yeah, man. So so support the channel, man. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me, man. I appreciate you guys for watching. All right, man. To the next time. Bailey Panama out. You heard me?